Pagcor's online gambling boosts revenues, drives government services funding. Picture this, in just a few short years, one booming industry has completely reshaped how a major government agency funds essential services, turning what was once a small player into a financial powerhouse. That's the incredible story of online gambling in the Philippines, and it's fueling everything from healthcare to community support programs. But here's where it gets controversial: while it's pouring money into the economy, it's also raising big questions about social impacts and ethics. Stick with me as we dive into the details, and I'll show you why this is a topic that's hard to ignore. Let's start with the basics. The Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or Pagcor for short, is a government-owned entity that regulates and operates gambling activities in the country. Think of it as the watchdog and beneficiary of games of chance, both online and offline. Recently, their focus has shifted dramatically to electronic gaming. That's the fancy term for online betting and casino games you can play from your phone or computer. According to the latest figures, by May 2025, Pagcor's earnings from this digital side of things skyrocketed to $92.7 billion, making up a whopping 52.5% of their total gross gaming revenues. To put that in perspective, back in 2022, online gambling was only contributing about 10.8%. That's a massive leap that shows just how quickly technology and internet access have changed the game. And this is the part most people miss: it's not just about the numbers on a spreadsheet. This surge in revenue is directly translating into real-world benefits. For instance, license fees from online gambling operators are expected to top $50 billion in 2025, compared to just $6.2 billion back in 2021. That's almost a tenfold increase. This money isn't sitting idle, it's being funneled into critical government initiatives. Take the Universal Healthcare Program, for example. It's designed to make healthcare accessible to all Filipinos, covering things like hospital visits and medicines. Thanks to online gambling, contributions to this fund hit $4.3 billion by May 2025, which is more than what all other sources combined brought in proportionally. Plus, Pagcor's overall donations to corporate social responsibility efforts, like building schools or disaster relief, now come mostly from this sector, exceeding 60% of their total contributions. Imagine a single revenue stream supporting thousands of families through better health services and community projects. It's a game changer for public spending. But let's zoom in on the economic ripple effects. Online gambling isn't just filling government coffers, it's creating jobs and spurring growth. As of May 2025, the industry directly employs nearly 29,000 people, a 100% jump from just 3 years earlier. That's everything from tech developers and customer service reps to marketers and compliance officers. Additionally, the demand for office space has exploded, with leased floor area for electronic gaming licensees growing from 24,800 square meters in 2022 to 121,100 by mid-2025. To illustrate, that's like expanding from a small neighborhood mall to a massive commercial complex, boosting local economies through rent, utilities, and related businesses. For beginners, think of it as how a popular app can create a whole ecosystem of jobs and investments, similar to how ride-sharing services transformed urban transportation. Now, and this is where it gets controversial, not everyone is cheering. While the economic upsides are clear, there's growing worry about issues like addiction, financial strain on families, and the potential for exploitation. Critics argue that relying so heavily on gambling revenue might prioritize short-term gains over long-term societal health. And here's a subtle counterpoint to consider: could this dependence on volatile industries like online betting make government funding less stable in the long run, especially if regulations tighten or public opinion shifts? Pagcor is responding with measures like stricter ad guidelines to prevent targeting vulnerable groups, collaborations with mental health experts for support programs, and a round-the-clock helpline for those affected. These steps are aimed at balancing growth with responsibility, but they don't silence the debate. Looking ahead, Pagcor is doubling down on sustainable practices to keep this momentum going while addressing criticisms. But what do you think? Is the economic boost from online gambling worth the potential social costs, or should we be pushing for more diverse funding sources? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, share whether you agree with this rapid expansion or if you see red flags that need more attention.